Okay, so I watched The Night House last night, and this is a movie I didn't get a chance to see in theatres, so I had to wait till it came to VOD, which is where I saw it. And this is a movie I can see being very confronting to certain audience members because this movie deals with grief, loneliness, and depression to drive its main story. And we see the mental state of our main character and how the loss of her husband has affected her mental health both physically and mentally. Like we see her at the beginning of the movie, like you can tell that she wants to move on, like she wants to move on and she wants to kind of get back on track because you see her at the beginning of the movie clearing out her husband's stuff or anything in the house that reminds her of her life with her husband. So yeah, we see her, cleaning out or clearing out, her set of drawers, getting rid of his clothing, getting rid of his toothbrush, getting rid of photos, getting rid of like anything that reminds her of him. And that's where this movie is really scary, is really showing really what depression can do to someone, um, how it can affect their day-to-day life, um, and and how like it. Yeah, I don't know how to put this because this is a topic I don't usually talk about on my channel that much, but it shows her mental health, like both mentally and physically, and how she isn't getting like enough sleep. She isn't getting enough sleep last night. She's drinking more constantly. She isn't like reaching out for help. So there's already like a ton of like red signs. But she does have like a close friend at work that she does look to for advice, and that is like a really great supporting character where she is the supporting, I don't know how to put this, like she's the supporting character for our main character, so she's the one that's kind of helping her and making sure that she is like all right and asking like, are you okay, do you want anything, and all of that. And I thought all of the performances in this movie were extremely good. Like Rebecca Hall's, it would not surprise me if she is in the lead for the Oscars because she gives an Oscar-winning performance here. Like her performance is exhilarating to watch on screen. Like the way she acts this character is superb. Um, and as far as our supporting cast, I thought this movie doesn't have a huge cast of characters. Um, but I thought all of our side characters, like we have, our main characters, like closest neighbor, and then we have, her bestest friend, at work, and I thought these two characters like added quite a lot of layers to the story, like being told, and they do have importance in the story. Like her neighbor doesn't really come into play as being important in the story until maybe the middle portion, like of this movie, where there's a certain secret being told, and there's a certain discovery that's been made. I won't get into that. I'm gonna try and keep this review, like spoiler free. Like I know the movie's been out for like 3 months and all that, but like it's still, a fairly recent movie. So I'm going to, support. I'm going to support you guys, or I'm going to respect you guys, and if you haven't seen the movie, like just trying to keep it, spoiler free. Um, and all of the movie's scares, like there is one really excellent, scare sequence that this is a movie that if you went back to watch it a second time, there's a lot that you will, there's a lot that you will catch on to, already knowing what happens at the end of this movie and what the twist of the movie is. But I thought all of the scares in this movie, I thought worked really well. I thought they added like a mystery side, to the film. The third act in this movie is very intense. I won't get into spoilers here. Like, this is a movie that never once was I bored. Like, this is a movie that it's a slow burn for sure, but it doesn't feel like a slow burn because it's constantly progressing forward with its story. There's always something happening. There's always suspense. There's always mystery. There's always things that you want from a horror thriller and film like this. And the film, just to me, it never felt boring. It never felt slow. I was always interested, like, in our main character. I was always interested, like, in the story. I was always interested to see where it eventually ended up, which this movie does go down a very dark path. And this is a film it's that it doesn't so much rely on jump scares as a main resource to scare the audience. Like, the scares mostly come from what's being presented to you and how it's being presented to you, and what this main character exactly goes through throughout the movie. But yeah, like, I thought the third act of this movie, I thought was I did not see coming, like, at all. I thought it does make sense looking back at the movie, and this is a movie that I definitely want to watch a second time, because the third act does bring upon a great twist, and that does give context to a certain event that happened prior this movie, like a few hours prior. And yeah, just like I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed all of the performances. I thought the direction was great. I thought the cinematography, like, this is another style of cinematography that it would not surprise me if this is nominated for the Oscars, and because the cinematography in this is honestly breathtaking. There's certain shots where it's just wow, and I thought, like every shot has so much care and thought put into it, and just it does add to the experience. And there's some great transitions in the movie, some great on camera transitions. There we go. Where she walks through a door, like, and it's night time, and then when she opens up the door, it's daytime, and it's now cut back to modern day or present day, and just like transitions like that really keep this movie like engaging and interesting all throughout. For me, at least, it did. And this is a movie that's been really well received by the horror community, and just by like moviegoers and critics in general, which is really good to hear, because this is a movie that like, I think a lot of people will enjoy. While it is a very confronting topic of discussion, like, I think this movie does it justice by having some meaning, some symbolism, and some purpose of why that's the story that this story has taken, or that direction and approach. Like, I thought I thought all the lighting was great. I thought the production design was great. I thought the music really added to the tone and the mood of the film. Like, in the as it's introducing, it's cast in the opening, and it's saying directed by, like, written by this person. Like, it gives you everything that you have to know just by listening to the music, and from what you're seeing and what it's symbolizing. And yeah, I thought this was a perfect movie. Like, this is a really disturbing film. So yeah, like, I would highly recommend checking out The Night House. If you have seen The Night House, let me know down in the comments, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you think it was mad, or did you really not like it? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night, and wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye.